I want to show how I use the library to organize my content in a way that makes sense for my students. So first, from the home page, we want to navigate to the library, and you'll see all the different folders that I have created. I want to show you a specific example from my IB chemistry class. So I'll pick a unit. I have the units labeled in a way that makes sense and corresponds to the chapters of the books. Let's try Unit 3, which would correspond to Chapter 3 in their textbook. I have a folder for the answer keys and a folder for video links. I also have all of the PowerPoints and worksheets that the students would need for that given unit are all linked here within the unit. I really like being able to have actual video links instead of just documents like some LMS systems do. I use YouTube to post all of my videos because I'm having to record my own lessons right now working from home. And as I do that, I find that YouTube you can create a playlist, but it's not very organized. So this way I can, again, label them in a way that makes sense for my students, give more descriptions, and keep them labeled by unit. Let's back up and check out another unit. Let's do Unit 4. So when I do big labs, I also create another subfolder. So having folders within folders is a huge advantage of the organization in the library. I also like the ability to be able to move folders around. So as I start a unit, sometimes I like to pull the answer key folder out. So I've created another folder just called IB answer keys, and I can move the folder into that folder. I can move the Unit 4 answer keys into the general answer key folder. Now that I don't have shared with my students, so now they wouldn't be able to see it. So if you go to classes, you can see what they would be able to see by looking at the folders section of their class. And you can see which specific folders I have shared with them. You can see now in their Unit 4 folder, there are no answer keys. If I wanted to put the answer keys back in, then I can go to my IB chemistry folder, pull up the answer key folder that I have private, and then move those answer keys back into the IB Unit 4 folder, which I do have shared with the class. Done. Let's back up again. Here we go. In order to share a folder with the class, since I mentioned certain things are shared, certain things aren't shared, you go to the tab over here and click share, and then you can select which classes you want it shared with. Since this is my hidden answer key folder, I don't want that shared with any classes, but when I'm ready to do Unit 4, I want to make sure that I have it shared with that particular class. You can this way use the same folder for multiple classes. So you just got to come up with a naming system that makes sense for both you and your students. And then you have all the flexibility you need in the library in order to make that visible when you want, deliberately organized in a way that makes sense for the kids. And that's important. I hope this helps.